So everybody in the pit room should hear me too. Just updating my charts right here. I have to do this. Yesterday was a boop. Damn. X that. X that. And I get this right here. This is my 14. This is the 1440 level on my chart, and I only use the body of the candle to measure this. And I look for the 50% retracement of this. And what I'm looking to see is that we close above or below it on a daily basis. It may add support and resistance during the day, but it's really more important for what the end of the day is. If it closes above or below one of those levels. Let's take this out right here. And now we're going to go look at the 480. It's my overnight level, and we'll look at that on the ES in a couple of seconds. Right here, here's the 480. Let's see, this comes out. Take out what was taken out yesterday. We had a big move down yesterday, so it took some of these old levels out. X this out. X that. And then here's this morning's gold levels. $480 right here. And now let's make these gold. Get rid of this. Make this gold. Oh, come on. Gold right there. And gold right there. And now let's take a look at the 60. And I'm going to say the same thing here that I said in the ES. And let me put this on here. So this is going to be right here. Above 28,911. 28,911. And there we go. So an hourly close above this 28,911 right here. And it should go back up here to the settlement. But we need an hourly close above this 28,911. In the ES, it's the same kind of story. But we're going to need an hourly close of an hourly close. Oh, let's see. Do one other thing here. Save all pages. I forgot to save. An hourly close above this 25, 24 quarter, and it should go back up here and fill this gap. But it's looking kind of looking kind of tough right now. But because we're down quite a bit. The other thing is, I don't know if you guys saw this, but I did a study, and let me see. Let's take a look at this study. So I wrote it up with chat, but let's see. Let me see if I can grab this someplace. Grab this over here. No. Okay, hold on. Let me get this right here. Yeah, that's steady. Let's see if I can put this in a PDF, and then you can. Let's see. Let me see. I'm just. I guess I'm gonna have to because I'm gonna have to just read it out here. Let me grab this here. It's an interesting study. We can look at some of this while we're doing this other stuff. Go here. Oh, go right here. Go here. Here we go. Let's see. Can I? Let me see. Copy. Control C. See if I can put it in a PDF. Oh, come on. A little temperamental there. Let's see. Recent. Let's see. See more. Tools name. Create. Paste. PDF. Cancel. Huh. Board. Nope. Blank page. Paste. Fuck. Anyway, I guess I'm going to have to do this. I really kind of frustrates me that I can't get this done right here. Let me just go here, paste it in here, Control V. That's a study I did this morning, and we can look at this. It's basically in July. Here's all the July days. Let me grab these. Should be a little more organized to show this to you, but I thought I could just download it and show it a little easier than what I'm having this trouble doing. Let's see, July. Oh, I gotta go here and go here. Clients, documents, and study. Here we go. Well, today's Friday. Can't believe it's down like it is over the course of the week. They've really beat the shit out of this thing. Study July. Compliance, documents, study. Here we go. Okay, here's all of the July days since 1980. 56% of all July days are up since 1980. That's above the average. The average is like 51% and 49% of all days. But when you just look at July, it's one of the better months. So obviously it's got a little more of a preponderance to be up. And then I look to see Fridays in July. Here's Fridays in July since 1980. They're 59% of those are up. And hold on 1 second. Shut hard. And they're up 59% of the time and only down 40% of the time. So it shows you it's Fridays in July tend to be up days. And what we're experiencing this July is obviously a little worse than what I was expecting, because I'm still expecting an up month. And then if we look at the date is the 17th today. So here is the let me see. Here's when the date is the 17th of July. There's been 33 of those since 1980. That's up 63% of the time. And then when Friday falls on the 17th, that's happened 7 times. The day is up 71% of the time. I know that's a small population, but all of these show that the Fridays tend to be positive, although we're down now, and it's kind of unusual, and they're just kicking the shit out of these chip stocks, and that's taking us down. I think we're gonna have turnaround, and I would not want to be short down here, but there is one other thing that's concerning me that I looked at this morning. Let's see if I have this up here. Here's the monthly NVIDIA. You had a bearish engulfing candle back last month. That's kind of a little concerning. But I saw something else in Micron when I was looking at Micron this morning. Let's look at Micron real quick. Come on. MU. And I don't know, somebody else shout out and tell me if they see the same thing. Let me change this to a daily. Just want to take a little bit. I'm running a lot of stuff right now. Close this. Close that. And I have another Micron chart up if this isn't coming in real quickly. Come on. I don't know why that takes so long. Here's Intel on my Ichimoku chart. I never thought they'd come down this deep, and with this cloud being this thick, that it would be a lot better, better off than it's been. But let's go to the Micron. Maybe I can get it on this chart quicker. I save all the data for all these things, and sometimes it takes a little while to come up. Let's look at this daily. See if I can get that up quickly. Nope. Over there. Thank you. Come on. I can't believe this is taking so long. I'll have to let this run a little bit and see if I can get it going in one of these. 60. See if this comes up on the 60. Damn, I'm gonna shut this down a quick second and get on a different server. Let's see. Close this. Close this. Sometimes that helps. Task manager. Complete. Task manager. Here. ES. ES. Make sure we get this. And go here. End task. There we go. Now let's reopen that. Hopefully I'll be running a little quicker once this gets reopened. Anyway, not particularly looking good right now. Oh, the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys my my sheets this morning. So this I can go here to see documents and sheets, reports, daily 17. Come on, open. And we're going to do the right here. Did those get in there? Huh. Thought they bird sheets, put them in there. There you go. Make sure that's them. Yep, that's the 17th. There's my sheets for today. So we can look at those and talk about those in a second. But okay, now I can get back here. This is working now. Look at this daily. I almost think that, and if you see it on my 1440, it's a little more clear, I think. If this will bring this up quickly now. Still having a hard time with my 1440 because that's a unique kind of thing. Let's go back to the daily real quick. Oh, I just screwed it up again. Asking it to do too much. Anyway, it looks like a head and shoulders top in this MU chart. Which is kind of a little unsettling because I think these chip stocks should be doing well and they're not. Yeah, here's MU and my Ichimoku on the daily. See this almost looks like a shoulder ahead, and it looks like they developed another shoulder over here. I mean, if that's a head and shoulders top and it doesn't go back up, if this cloud holds and it starts going back up, which I think it should, it won't. But if it doesn't, I think it bodes very poorly for the market. There's Broadcom, not looking particularly good. We can look at that on a monthly, and let's see if I can get a monthly up here real quick. If this one will, if I've got this, yeah, I have this saved on a monthly. And look at that. We had a bearish engulfing month last month. I mean, it's not really good. There's Microsoft. Same way, it's been in the shitter for a while. But it may have found support here, and we'll see what's going on. Let's see. In NVIDIA, we already looked at, and let's see who else I want to look at. We can look at. So Google, we only need to look at one of these stocks. Here's the monthly. It's still holding above this 50% level of this month from a couple months ago. So not really anything there that I could say totally negative. But some of these stocks on these monthly charts have bearish engulfing candles, and that's not a good thing. Especially the way they're beating up on the chip stocks. Okay, here we're about to start off. And unless they can get back above this 75.24 quarter in the ES and whatever the number I add in the NQ, they aren't going to fill that gap. But if they get above it, they will fill it. So I'm looking for a positive day. My study indicates that this is a highly positive day. Of course, yesterday was supposed to be pretty positive too, and look what it did. So, and prior to that, this week they were like 50-50 kind of stuff. But if this is going to be positive, it's going to happen pretty quickly on the open. What are we at there? 92. Okay. So here we go. Here we go, go, go. And I'm going to start looking at, see what I can get here. 17th. And that is wow. They're hammering it again. Hammer, hammer, hammer. I'll look at that in a minute, Manny. Let's. I want to watch the opening here. Well, because I think we're gonna. Let's see. What is this? 90. That is 22. It's 97. Let's see, what is this? One, two, three, four, five. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to leave that OPEX day, but I didn't have a chance because actually that study, I have to update that. Let's see what we got going here. We're down here. I'm gonna do this. What is this? It is 90 trading 92.10. 92.10. Sorry, I'm looking to see where we are here. It's all pretty negative right now, but if this turns around 92.10. It's right there, 92.5. $92 right there. 7.96. Okay. So that's that. 96 is 40. 96 is 40. 20s. 20s. 20. And that is 108 there. 22. 22. Up. 22. 22. There you go there. 22. I think, what is this? 90, 89. I'm looking at the volatility and what's trading right now. 97, 96. 95. Oh yeah, 95. So 2 plus. Let's get this here. I mean, we're under the BGL. That's always a negative thing. Opening this low is always a negative thing. They're hitting a purple level. We got 2SD down here. NASDAQ's getting very close to negative 2SD. So that could touch off something. So far, and the ranges have been getting smaller. Basically, on the open ranges, they've been getting smaller. So we can look at our sheets in a couple seconds after this is a little more established. Wow, they're just hammering this stuff. Just hammering. Unbelievable. Let's see. See if I can get this to 26, 245. Ooh. To 25. Wow. Just take him out back. Why don't you? I mean, at some point in time, it's going to turn around, and I think that Intel is definitely going to scream back one of these days. And earnings are next week, and I think that's going to be like an unbelievable thing. But the way these chips are trading, it's not going to be easy right now. Let's see. Let's see here. 2. $2.15. See, that's what I'm talking about. Just 248. 230. Move this up here so you can see this. 223. $248. So let's go here and look at these. 248. What do we have? We have the 17th today. '17th. Hmm. $208. Let's see. Cancel this. Oh, okay. Replace. Still slipping here a little bit. 2. Oh. Let's see what we got here. I have this. Well, we do these 2 and 2, 3 and 2, 1. Okay. Open. 2. Place. There you go. Got those. None of there. Now, 22. Wide open. Preview. Place. Create duplicate. There's 230. Trying to get a little stuff on here. 230. Preview. Place. I'll do this real quick. 690. 690.36 19. Where's this fucking thing trading? There, I got it. 690. Here. 9, 4, 8, 17. 17. Oh, come on. Wide open. 1, 7, 40 preview. Up 16. Preview. Place. There you go. Okay. Now let's get this other stuff done. I got what I want. Let's see. This is the 8:45, 9:30 right there. So we opened here. This is going to be the final bar of the open range, my open range, and then I'll shade this and we'll take a look at that. And then I'm going to go here to the NAS and do the same thing. This is looking like a bottom kind of thing right here. This is right here. And this, unless this takes out the high, here's going to be the open range of the NAS. Right there. As I say, unless that takes out the high. So, let's see what the SPYGATE is doing. And then we'll look at the sheets and check this out. And I think there's a number at 10 o'clock. Isn't there a 10 o'clock number? 10 o'clock. Yeah, University of Michigan preliminary consumer sentiment and whatnot. So definitely got something going there. Got something going there. Let's mark something else down. What did I do? I did 3 and 3, 3 and 3, 3 and 12, 3 and 12, 3 at 205, 12, 50. And I did 16 at 40. 16 at 40. And 230. Okay. So 6. Oh wow. They're already at that 292. So there's the NQ. NQ needs to break out of the top side to get it going. Here's the ES. ES, and I can shadow this in right there. And there's that. So they broke out a little bit at the top here. And remember what I said in the ES. It's going to start trading above 24.25 to go up and fill the gap. And the NQ, that number was it was pretty high up there. NQ is going to get over this 28,911. So that's a few hundred points higher before it can definitely go higher. But this is actually looking like a bottom. Look at that. They just hit the 2 standard deviation level, and they've ricocheted off that. Nice long tail. This could be the bottom. Could be the bottom. Same story here. They just hit a purple. That's about 1440 level. But this is a nice long tail. If this hour continues on like this, and they paint this candle this way, it's going to look pretty good, I think. I think. Let's go. I'm going to leave this other thing. Here we go here. I should have done more of those, but that's is what it is. So this is what I did. If you guys are interested, anybody, I sold in Intel. I'm trading options in Intel. I sold the 95 calls for $2.30, and that was the July 22nd calls. So that's like next week's Wednesday calls or whatever it is. I sold those calls for $2.30, and I bought today's 92 halves for I bought the 92 halves for 50 cents. But I bought those 12 times versus selling 3, and now the 2 halves are trading 170-ish. So I'm up $1.25 on those, and I'm only out $1 on the other calls, and I have 12 of those 12 long calls and 1 short. So I'm losing $3 on 1, but I'm making $1.25 on 12. So that's a good trade right now. And if it keeps going, it'll get even better. It's like it's kind of like a reverse ratio spread, but it's, I sold further dated out, and when I take it off today, I'll take both sides off. But it's because these 92 halves have like a 50 delta now, and if it keeps going, they'll turn into a 1-for-1 delta at some point in time. And if this goes back to 100, I'll clean up. I think Intel is way. Let's see what Manny's got going here. Way up. Trying to see what yeah. Anyway, that's what I'm doing there. Let's close that. And this is looking like a bottom. It really is. And if in this next hour it closes above this 24.75, 24.25, it'll rally back to unchanged, and the NAS will probably do the same thing. That would be fantastic. So I have 60. Delta on this, delta 0.6. So now that's 0.6, 0.8. Oh, come on. Damn it. Right here. Preview. Place. Wide open. Place. Wide open. 2. Preview. Place. Wide open. Place. Place. There you go. Wide open. Preview. So I can just keep doing this. Wide open. Wide open. There you go. Nothing there. Okay. So what do you have here? 15. 15 and 3 and 360. Okay, now let's see what we got going. Now, create opposite. This one, 95. No. See, you did those. $95s. Yeah, this is going for settlement now. $144. This is doubled. Finally, a little turnaround Friday. A little turnaround Friday will do good. Wow. Get Intel back over 100. My dream for today. It's 15, 16, 12, 28, 38, 43, 43. Just need a couple bucks higher to really get things going well. Come on, slow it down. Can they keep this going? That's the question. Oh, fuck. You can't get these. I can't get them quick enough. 1275, 1275, and 10. Edit 4.5, 4.5. That's 13. Preview place 4.5. Pi. 12, 13. 16. 52. 49. Oh, fuck. 49. Here, replace. close this. And this is 19, 4 quarters, 19 4 quarters. Okay. An hourly close up here, which is at 11 o'clock. This gap will fill. I think the NAS is in the same kind of shape. NAS is in the same shape. Yeah, these guys are going to go for these gaps. So that's all good. Let's see. 19 and 62. 19 and 62. Let me start this over again. Got this little messy here of what I'm doing. Let me see, this is 15 and 74. 74. And it was 95, so I think I just had one. 94 is 16 and 4. Two halves. 16 and 40. It's 12 and 50. 50. 20. 20. 3 at 2:30. Three at 360. 3 at 205. 3 at 230. 3 at 3 at 35. 360. 3 at 360. Okay. Okay. I'm set. All I need is Intel to go back to unchanged or higher. Higher the better. If it went to 100, I'd be dancing on the table right now. Believe me, I need a little table dancing after the last week and a half of nothing but straight down. Let's see. Duplicate 1 at 380. Preview. Place. Well, there's the first hour of trade. It's definitely a bullish day so far. And let's see if I can get this. Where's it? 380. 380. I'm gonna look at that question that somebody asked a little bit ago in a couple minutes here too. I just want to see if I can see what's going on here. Obviously, if this falls back below this, it's got to close above here to really keep going higher. This hour, so 11 o'clock, it's got to close above 75.24 quarter to keep going. And the NAS is, what's that number? The NAS. The NAS is really got to get above this 29, 28.911. 28.911. What was the high back here? Back here like this. 96. It's 3. I'll go for it. $350. $380. Okay. Delphine, are you still there? You asked that question about the OPEX day. I need to update that database. What am I looking for now? If this closes at 11 o'clock, if we close above this 75.24, it's going higher. And in the NASDAQ, if it closes above this 28.911, those are my gold levels. Those are my overnight trade levels. And if it closes above there, it's going higher, probably to the settlement or higher. You got that, Terry? So, and if you look at my sheets, let's grab these sheets. I stuck the sheets up in there someplace. Uploads. Here's my sheets. Just go over what this is. These are I follow these ETFs, the SPXY, these volatility is UVXY, and there's yesterday's open, high, low, close, QQQs, TQQs. All these are all that I follow. And what this is then this is the 1 day, one standard deviation moves up and down for them. And we know one standard deviation happens 68.5% of the time, 2 is 95.5, 3 is 99.9. So, and I use the implied volatilities in the options pricing model to get these levels. So, and let's scroll down here. These range statistics, we'll go over that in a little bit too. Don't worry about that. That's a little complicated for. So here's my sheet for the ES today. We opened and obviously we went way lower. What was the low today in the ES? Just move this over. Low in the ES was, it was down here. Oh, that's the NAS. Here's the NAS low. The NAS low was 28.408.25. Well, that's 2 standard deviations lower. So that was hundreds of points lower. I can't do the math right now. But anyway, and 825, I mean, come on, after dropping from 29,167, so that's that's 700 points. And I missed the low. I mean, that standard deviation missed it by, it's 08, missed it by like 28 points or so. I mean, come on, that's after a 700 point move. That's pretty good. And if they get above here, they're going to go back to here. So, and now let's look at the ES. Same story here. ES, this is 1 standard deviation. They got down here. My 2 standard deviation level was 74.63, but this is a 1440 level. It could stop there. This is a gold level. Trading back above this gold level targets this up here. So this low was, what was this low? This low was 75.12. Let's get on here. 74.73. And that's after a big move. I mean, overnight, 74.73. It missed my second standard deviation by 10 points, but that's almost 100 points lower. I mean, and SPYs usually get right on with it because it's traded better. Let's see, I gotta check some out here. That's that. 97.5. So I'm looking for this to I'm looking for that to go higher. Let me get this back here. Back here. I'm looking for higher. So anyway, that's those sheets. Here's what I look at with these. The prior day, the opening range, and remember my opening range, if you look down here, goes from 9:30 to 9:55. I have a 25-minute opening range. I've worked at all kinds of numbers over 40 years, and that's what I came up with. And believe me, it does make a difference. And so what I'm looking at here, here's the 5-day average, the 5-day min, 5-day max. I mean, the ranges have been tightening up here a little bit. You can see that over the last 30 days, this was probably a holiday in here. But, the average has been like up in the 30s. And over the last 10 days, it started to come down a little bit. And then here's the first hour. But what you can expect when you have like these averages, and the min and the max, as long as it's in close to the average. If it's above the average, then you can't. It's less to expect. But if it's if we're running the average, you can expect range expansion one way or the other. Like in the first hour, after that 25 minutes, you can expect it to go, 22 handles to like 29 handles. And then if you look down here, the average daily range has been running 60 points. Well, I mean, we have 40 points in here someplace. And as in a day like this, I'm thinking that 40 points is up. So for the daily range. So and this is RTH. And same thing for the NAS. The numbers are a little bit bigger, but that's how you use those range statistics. And then what else? These are at the beginning of the week. These are like a 5-day standard deviation stuff. It's a little more complicated. I can go into it, but then here's my regular sheets for everything. If you scroll down here to I do the RUS and the YM too. Let me see right here. This sheet I've been using in form of this sheet for a long time. We'll look at that in a second. But here is the if you just want to keep my levels, all you can do is print this sheet out, and there's the cash close, there's the pivot, there was the settlement, and remember this cash close. That means that's where the ES was trading at the 4 o'clock. And I use the 4:15 settlement price. There's a reason I do. And obviously yesterday we were down a little bit lower, almost 10 points off that. That's why I use it. That's why, and all my standard deviation numbers are based off of this settlement price in the futures. So it makes a difference, a big difference. So anyway, yeah. So and what was today's low? My second standard deviation was 74.63, but my S3 was 74.71.92. I think that was pretty close to the. I think it was the low one, wasn't 74.73 or something like that. It was close to this S3. That's another system, but I and then 1% lower, 0.5% lower. I put all those things in here, and I usually only do 1.5% up and 1.5% down. There's a reason for that, because that really captures when you have two SDs. That's two SDs should capture 95.5% of every trade day. Obviously, some days are a little bit stronger. That's why I put the what a standard deviation is, 51.77 points, because if it keeps going, you just add 51 points to this and you get the third standard deviation, or you can look at the other sheets and see what the third standard deviation is. And then down here, let me see this one. I want to check something real quick. See if we're going to get going here. That is 26, and there, what I do is 30, 35, 30, 35. Oh, let me look at this real quick. Yeah, I mean, this is looking like it wants to go. If it can maintain, and the NAS, actually the NAS, we really need the NAS to get up above this. And if you can look at this, not only this hourly right here overnight, That's where we fell apart from at midnight, right there. So if we can get back over that, it's really going to look good. So we need an hourly close at 11 o'clock. Above there, we're trading 815. It's got to go. It's basically going to go 100 points higher to really look good. Get it close up there, and it'll be all right. Close up there will be all right. So anyway, now where was it? Going back here. Back to this. Oop. Didn't mean to do that. Edit, X that, highlight. Didn't mean to do this. Right now, we're above the opening range. We're above the BGL. We're above the 1 SD level. It's all bullish. This is all bullish on this shorter term chart over here. But it needs to hold here and go higher over the next 12 minutes. Because it's 11:49. I want to see it close over those levels. So if it can get up there and do that, it will be all good. Let me see what we got here. Oh, damn, I just missed that. So this needs 911. Put a line up here. 29,911. Let's get a line here. We got this. Oh, come on. Damn, why is it? Oh, you know what? I got to get it on this one. Right here. There we go. That's what we need there. And we have 7.5 minutes to do it in. So it's not looking real promising right now, but it could change. There. And this needs 24. So this only needs 4 points. We have plenty of time to do that in there. And if not, we'll just have to wait for another hour. But it would give us a clear-cut decision at that point in time that it's going to do that. Clear cut. Yeah, it could be. Yeah. Yeah. Well, actually, that's a good thing to look at, Manny. I don't have my sound, my speakers on. I guess I could turn them on. I don't know if you're talking, but I got to watch this a little bit here. And have to make some decisions about what I'm doing here. If it closes over that, that level on the hourly, I will keep an aggressive position on. And if it doesn't, well, I'll trim. I will trim. Let's see how I do this one. What is it? That's 320. Four minutes. It doesn't look like it's going to do it. The ES could, and that'll be befuddling. NQ, I'm not so sure about. NQ, definitely not. I'm probably not going to do this NQ. They're both still above the BGL. That's this. It stands for big green line right here, and the VWAP and my opening range. So that's kind of bullish, but I really wanted them to close above this 24 quarter in the ES and 911 in the NQ, but the NQ is not going to happen. ES could. For this hour, it's you've got 2.5 minutes and it's only got a couple points to go, so he could do it, but NQ is not going to be that forthcoming. That's what makes it hard, to make a decision about what to do. But I'm all about time and price, not just price. $2 minutes, and now we need $4 in the ES, so that's not happening right now. A little disappointing. A little disappointing. NASDAQ's falling on there. What a disappointment. Just can't hold anything. Can't hold a rally. Oh, you think that'll happen? I don't know. We'll have to see. But I was really all amped up because I thought we were going to really turn around here. It still could. I mean, this is still early in the day. Here's 59. Neither one of those is obviously it's not a good close. Not a good hourly close there. And with this big tail down here on both the NASDAQ and the E-mini S&P, I mean, it looks like they could hold, but this candle needed to have a little more body to it, and definitely needed to close above there, and that's not happening. Not happening on either one of them. But you never know. I mean, this next hour, it could be a big hour. And that midpoint up there, just above settlement in the ES, it's going to be tougher to get through, but I think they could test it. That's the midpoint of yesterday's 1440 range. And the market does usually like to test that. Well, that is all I have. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to leave this room, go back to my room, and I guess I'll be here in a week. So thanks for following me, and check out my website. If you have any problems with it, I have to do some work to my website, but it's right here. Let's see, I guess I can go get this. Here. Here's my website. Handle stats. Handel means to trade in Dutch, and the tulip is a homage to the tulip mania in 1634, where people were spending a year's salary, what they earned in a year, to buy one tulip bulb. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Okay, thank you, everybody. Thank you. Okay, thanks, Manny. Yeah, we'll talk later, Manny. Yeah, thank you, guys. And maybe I'll learn how to turn my speakers on so we can talk, Manny. I just have them off now. But anyway, thanks, guys. And are you taking the room now, Manny? Just out of curiosity. Oh, okay. Well, I can leave my charts up in here for a little bit, but I don't want to. I don't know who's going to be in here next. Let me see. Manny, can you hear me? Obviously, you hear me talking. Let me see if I can turn my speakers on and see if I can hear. Let's see, get those on. Hey, Manny, can you talk in here, Manny? I think I have these on now. Oh, yeah. Okay. So nobody's in the room then, Manny, right? Is that correct? Except me? Oh, yeah. Then I'll just stay in here while you're gone and wait till you get back. Maybe we can look at some of my fun stuff. Okay. So I'll hang out in here. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we get going here. Well, you know, a lot of trading is just waiting impatiently. um, I want to look at this SPX chart and see where we are. Let's see what we have on here. I haven't updated this in a while, so I'll update this. Let's see. Oh, this was this morning, so we have a little gap here. So you go here. Grab this. There we go. That was the settlement down to here. So we have that gap right there. Looks like there was a little gap from the other day up here. Very, very small. Nonetheless, a little gap. Nothing there, nothing there. So now let's move this out to a daily and look and see what this daily is looking like. We're still up on the year, and whenever you're up on the year cumulatively, by this time, there's never been a down year. Oh, my chart got messed up a little while back. Let's see if I can do this here. I'll do this right there. And what is it? It is, there's 6. What is this? 626. Oh, 52 weeks. So currently, let's see, this was last year. I'm looking to see where the 52-week low is. Here's last July. This is July, what is this? This low here was on July. Oh, that's August. That's the August 8-1 low. What was this low? This low was July 16th. So we're past that because this is the 17th. So here's the 52-week low now, right here. Right here at 662.12. And by the reason this is kind of important is by the time we get to September, right in here, that low, the 52-week low, once we get to September, so another 60 days or so, the 52-week low is going to jump into this year. It's going to jump to April this year. So that's like a big deal. And then of course it'll remain there for a long time. That will be the 52-week low unless it's taken out. But it'll be there till like April of 2027 unless it's taken out. So that is a big deal. So right now, this was my June expected low was right here, and they went down to here, and then they went up here and closed a little lower, and there was the May close in there. And here's July. We're just a little bit down on the month looking at this right here. We could still easily make a new high this month. It's going to have to really start getting on it. No, not that much. First, the June close was at 74.9936, and we're currently at 74.71. So 74.9936. So we're only 27 points below the close. So we're just barely down on the month. But June was a down month, and I expect this to be an up month. But gain 20 some odd points. That's all we need. 20 something points, and we will be good to rock and roll. Put this back on a 5 so I can watch this during the day. SPX just not getting off its ass. Well, you can see here on my open range, though, this is holding that open range. And it just is. And, you know, here's a perfect example of, if anybody's listening, here's a perfect example of why I use a 25-minute open range, because you can see that with using a 25-minute open range, here was the high of my open range, here was the low of my open range, and then it broke out. But if I would have used a 30-minute open range, it would have still been the same range in this particular case. But you can see that when it came back to test it, it tested that 25-minute, the 25-minute high. And, you know, dip down below it, it's kind of holding there. The S&P is the same way. But if you watch this on a consistent basis, you'll see that that works. Let's see here. Here's the ES. It's kind of the same way. It came down here, just barely dipped, never closed below this open range. Just dipped on it. If it can swing back up, it could be good. Could be good. Close this. Let me close this. Look at this. Oh. Oh. Oh, there's the SPY giving. Nas giving it up a little bit now. It's trying. was trying. NAS has got to rally 200 points to get above that level that I kept talking about. Smooth's only got to go $10, but it could happen. I mean, if it happens by noon, then we could have an afternoon, comeback, which I'm thinking at some point in time is going to happen. Hopefully today. tired at the end of the week. What's the you're long. Yeah, I'm watching it. I mean, it's holding. If in 31 minutes, if the ES closes back about 75.24 on an hourly basis, any hour, it's going to be bullish. It's got to do it on the hour. So like at noon, I mean, it traded up there last hour and then fell off. It's trying to trade back up there again now. Need a little help from the NAVs though to get going too. Need a little help from the NAVs. Let's see if this is charged yet. All charged. I gotta charge something else real quick. 1 second. Charge this. Get my headset charged up. Got a jumble of wires over there. Close my window now. It's warming up outside. Micron pulling everything up now. Intel ought to move up. Semiconductors must be going up. They beat the shit out of those this last couple of weeks. They beat the living shit out of them. We're getting up here at noon. A noon close over that level would be great. $90 points to go in NAS to get over that level. Morning, Dave. I think they're going to turn it. They're going to turn it around today. They're certainly trying. I think we're gonna know in 15 minutes whether we're gonna have a trend day up or whether it's gonna stall in here. It could go back down. That's the noon close is gonna be really important. It always is. It's a big time fractal. And the NAS needs a 120 points right here, 100 now 111. If they can close over that 911, I think it'll be good. If they close under that at noon, I think the day is done to the upside. Be very surprised if it struggled for more. But if it gets up there by noon, it could keep going. One more big race to the top. The next 15 minutes really maps it out. Yeah, come on, Nancy. Nancy's got to get it. Can't do it with the S&P alone. 9 minutes. Come on, Nazi. Do it, do it, do it. It's got 8 minutes. Needs to gain 90 points, 80 points. And so these semi-stocks are going to have to do the same thing. They're all going to have to gain, or it's not going to do it. 4 minutes. There's the NAS above that 911, SPY's above that. It could be, this could be it. Still need to go a little higher here. Three minutes. Are we breaking out? I don't know. It's trying. Micron making a new high for the day. Intel about to make a new high for the day. Yeah, it's a good hourly close, T-Bon. Definitely a good hourly close. We should move a little higher now. That's what I'm thinking. I think the Nasdaq or the Intel should go to unchanged as so should the ES and the Nasdaq. They should both touch unchanged now, I think, with this close. Must have been some little news blurb out there. That it was a good close, test it, fake everybody out. Oh, what a fuck. Wonderful news. Son of a bitch. I guess somebody doesn't want this thing to go up. Well, we'll see. We'll see if it can get back, if it can start trading back above those levels. It just closed above them. It's good, and then if it goes back above there anytime in this hour, it's probably headed higher. If it doesn't, then we know what the day is. Though the semis have been beaten so ruthlessly, I don't even know that a war would matter. Do they use chips in those planes? They must. what did they say the most recent high was there? Intel 96.12. Above there, it could get unchanged or higher. The new high in Intel for the day. New high for the day. See if they go higher on the day. Yeah, that's right, T-Bon. You said that yesterday. It could be. Well, if it flips the green, yeah. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, it's so close. They just took out the high at 96.12. That was the old high made today. Now it's whatever that high is. I'll have to look in a second. I would think that right here they've got to go for it for the high. I mean, at least settlement. Man, you're fucking $1 away. $1 away. $1. Oh, I know what I want to do. I want to check something out here. Move this down, move this down, move this down, close this, this. What's that? Do this. Nice quartz, CSV. Oop. I am 7 minus 1 7.
I'm going for what?
Okay, 7 minus 1 7. 7 minus 1 7. And it's 2026. And it's 12:13. 3 space PM space ET. Move this over here. Go here. There. Let's go and clear. I want to get this. And that is personal. Documents. INTC. There. Close this. Don't save. And now go here. And do that. Oh, come on, what is this right? There is. It's really not much here. Wow. I just did the VDB on Intel for today. Hold on, let me get this up. Put to show this to you guys. Here's this new. There's Intel today. It is, let's see, Intel is showing 94 max pain, but if they're trading above 95 already, and if they get going up in here, there's really nothing to stop them. Especially if they get over 100. If they get over 100, they could just scream. Say TC BBB. Okay. 7 minus 1 7 minus 2026. It's 1213 space PM space ET. So over 100, these guys, there's nothing to stop them above 100. I'll do a SPX a little bit. Nothing to stop them above 100. And I think you're right. If it flips green, it goes into it definitely could go there. Definitely could go there. I want to check something else. I would do it. I mean, the NAS is holding above this level. SPYGATE is holding above that level now, so I got to think they're going higher. If it goes green, it could pop. Check this off. The NAS is holding really well, so is the SPYGATE. Just need a little help from our friends in the semiconductors. Someplace in here, T-Bond, they've got to, in as far as Intel goes, they got to start putting some pressure on some of these shorts. And that flip could be 100. I mean, they are not going to let all those 100 puts stay in the money. I just don't think that. And well, we'll see. We will see. Let me go here and look at this other thing again. What is this?